Hi everyone, welcome to Texas City Tales. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Ramari.
And today we're going to tell you about all the fun things that are coming up. But before we do, let's talk about something that's been the talk of social media lately. So I have to say, with Memorial Day that just went by, as the granddaughter of a Navy veteran, the niece of an Air Force pilot, the sister of a Coast Guard veteran, the lifelong friend of an Army lieutenant colonel, the coworker of so many veterans, service matters to all of us here, more than anything. And so we absolutely take pride in our country, and especially those who have served. So some of the comments, we just wanted to address them real quick. Yes, we did put flags out for Memorial Day like we always do. Unfortunately, some kids decided that to celebrate the end of school, it would be fun to tear them down, knock them down, play with them, and they were getting a little bit damaged. And so, as I said, the country is important to us, and the symbol of it especially so. So we made the decision to pull them back in to keep them safe, and to wait until a little bit closer to the holiday and put them back out in the pristine condition that they should be displayed in. So not only did we care enough to put them out once, we actually cared enough to put them out twice. So if you see something on social media about the city not caring about veterans or Memorial Day, just know that's absolutely not the case, and we just wanted to set the record straight real quick.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you to our crews who did all of that work, and especially to everyone here at the city and everyone in our community who has served our nation. We appreciate you and thank you every single day. All right, now let's talk about all the fun stuff that's happening.
Yes, the month of June is jam-packed.
It is. Like, we are starting summer strong here, so strong.
Yeah, one event that I know is kicking off a lot of this is the henna classes, and that was a huge thing. It started last year. I believe they had maybe two at Moore Memorial Library, and I'm so excited that it's coming back.
Yeah. So my daughter actually knows how to do henna.
Oh.
And it's beautiful. Like, I wish I had that talent. And so if you have teenagers or kids who are wishing the same thing, they can go and learn for free, get hands-on, no pun intended, hands-on lesson, and create some really cool henna designs, and save yourself, parents, if you've been to like rodeos or festivals outside of the city. We usually provide it for free, but if you've gone to some of the bigger like rodeos and things, you know you're paying a pretty penny for that henna art. So bring the teenagers out and let them learn how to do it themselves.
Right. Again, that is Friday, June 6th, Henna 101 class. It's at Moore Memorial Library, and it starts at 2 p.m.
Yep, and it's totally free. Everybody is welcome in the age group, so check the library's Facebook for more details, and be there.
Yeah.
And I volunteer to be the hand
I was gonna
model.
say, I can be a hand model.
You can test all of it out on me.
It lasts about, 7 days or so?
I think so, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not permanent, but for free.
Right?
Hey, I'll take it.
Me too.
That same day, later on in the evening, we're having Gospel Fest, which is the first event of the Juneteenth events that the city hosts. And I'm so excited. Gospel Fest is always a really big deal in the city of Texas City. We go to different churches, sometimes on the east side, sometimes on the west side. We, volleyball back and forth. And so, like I said, that's the first event of our Juneteenth lineup. June 6th, starts at 7 p.m. It's at First Missionary Baptist Church. Starts at 7 p.m. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be a really good night.
I love that we start out our Juneteenth celebrations with that, because I feel like that is a true celebration. Like, if you come out of there and you don't feel uplifted, you need to turn around and walk back in, because something
happened.
Right.
Yeah. You might need to go to the altar.
Yeah. Right. Turn around and go back in, because
you weren't listening to the music.
That's right.
The praise and worship, for sure.
Because I guarantee you're going to leave feeling a little lighter and a little happier.
Yeah.
And if not, go back and do it again and sing some more and enjoy the music some more.
Thank you to Reverend Bell for allowing us to host it at his church this year. Again, that's First Missionary Baptist Church, 7 p.m., Friday, June 6th. Gospel Fest.
Everyone's invited. Totally
Yes.
free event.
Totally free. There's going to be light bites after the event in the foyer. And I believe there's about 5 or 6 in the lineup. There's going to be like some soloists, different choirs from various churches around Galveston County and the greater Houston area. It's gonna be so good.
It is. So just to clarify, I said you're going to leave feeling lighter. That's before you go to the light bites. Then you might feel a little heavier, but in the best possible way.
Right. Full.
You're going to feel full. That's right.
Yes, just full.
There you go. That's a better word. Your spirit will be full. Your tummy will be full.
Right.
It's a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What happens on Saturday?
Saturday is another busy day. So we have Kidfish at Carver Park, Saturday, June 7th, 8 to noon. That's another one that is free, open to everyone, designed, of course, for kids. Mm-hmm. We stock the pond, so the odds are ever in your favor.
You're pretty much guaranteed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so come out, catch some fish. We have a limited number of rods and reels and various equipment. So you can either bring your own or borrow some of ours. Either way, you will have what you need to have a good time. We got the fish, we got the equipment, we got it all.
And help. A lot of times city staff
Yes.
is there and they will volunteer to help you. Mm-hmm. Thank the Lord. Because we've gone and I'm not a fisher at all. Mm-hmm. I like to go, but I always have my dad or my brothers or my grandpa. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, put the stuff on the little hook for me. I can throw it and I can reel it in. Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do once something is on the line. So thank God we have amazing staff that's there to help you put stuff on the hook, take stuff off the hook, if you shall need it.
Yes, always helping hands around there. I really like to, everybody's kind of around the pond and cheering each other on.
Yeah.
Like it really becomes like a team sport, So you'll see somebody reel one in and then you'll just hear like a round of applause or cheering and everybody's so happy for everybody else. I love it.
It's a really good family day in this city.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is, if you haven't been to Carver Park, it's one of our most beautiful parks. I love it out there. It is kind of shady, which is nice. In June, shade is precious. So get under the trees and enjoy some of that breeze. Mm-hmm. And it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. Even in June, it's nice.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And again, that starts at 8 in the morning till noon.
Yep. And then, so we can book your whole day. We like to do that. So after Kidfish, you can just head right on over to the museum because they're having free admission that day. They're having their art exhibit for Juneteenth that day as well. So you can enjoy all the normal exhibits in the museum. You can see all of the art that was created by local students for Juneteenth. You can take a bus over to the Bell House and do a tour over there. So you kind of get a little bit of everything all that day. And it's all free, which is everybody's favorite price, especially in the summer when your kids are home and immediately bored right off the bat. I don't know how that happens every summer. But
I know. I'm like, you don't even know what bored is. Spare me.
Right? The teachers are spoiling them with too much activity or something. They get bored so fast. So, we got you all booked up. They won't be bored. Take them to all these places. And then once you've worn the kids out, let them go to a family member or something. And then you go that same night, June 7th, to Paint and Sip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Art of Freedom event is actually a newly added event to our Juneteenth lineup. And it was implemented by Nicole Miller, who's our director of Raconteur, and our new museum curator. And so I'm really excited for that because we've never had, obviously, this event before. But like you said, it ties in a lot of local artists, not only school children, but they opened it up to artists citywide, College of the Mainland included. And then we also added that bus feature where it'll take you over to the Bell House and adding that history lesson. So I'm excited for that.
It is.
Because I've actually never toured or had the opportunity to tour the Bell House. So
yeah, the Bell House is not open a whole lot of days throughout the year. It's kind of a rare treat that you actually get to go in and walk through that piece of history. And so to get it on a day where the museum has free admission, you have that added art exhibit, and then you have that shuttle over to the Bell House. I mean, it's really the perfect day to go and check it out and enjoy all of it kind of all together.
Yeah, and learn. And then, like you said, in the evening, it's paint and sip.
That's right.
Yep, which is $30. Tickets are on sale right now at Nestler Reservation. Right now. Go get your tickets for paint and sip. It is 21 and over because, like we said, it's to be able to sip while you paint.
That's right.
And dancing is optional, though highly encouraged, because sometimes you gotta, take a break from the stroking of the paintbrush.
So I know you've been to paint and sip before. For people like me who are not artistic, it is step-by-step instruction, right? Do you get like a little bit of pointers and guidance?
Yeah, there's a lot of guidance, and a lot of your canvas is going to be somewhat filled out for you. So it's really just about your creativity. You're going to have a lot of options of colors. It's for all, what do I want to say? For all...
Like artistic levels?
Artistic levels.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then, the more sips I have, the better I think I am at art. Yeah. So.
And it is judged at the end, lightly judged at the end, because you will walk away. Someone could walk away with poetry night tickets. Someone could walk away with like a date night gift, but it's picked by the committee. And so the more the committee sips, the better their eyes might become too. Who knows? Who knows?
All right. All friendly competition and good fun. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's fun because it's almost like a date night, because it is 21 and older, and you are limited in the number of drinks that you can get per ticket. It keeps everyone leveled, but it's just a lot of fun. The tickets are maxed at 60 participants, and so we always just have a really good time.
And we have music going, right? Like a DJ?
Yep,
Do we have
there's
a DJ?
There's going to be a little photo opportunity. There's light bites and stuff there too. Some usually sandwiches, fruit, pinwheels type of thing. Like I said, we break it up to have time for dancing and.
It always looks like a lot of fun. I haven't been yet, but this might be the year because it looks like a lot of fun.
Come.
I know. I should.
I mean, I'll be there.
All right. Sold. That's reason enough to go, y'all. You just don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after paint and sip, what's up next?
So before I get to our next Juneteenth event, because we have the big one coming up after that, we do have a puppet show at the library for kids. Again, if your kids are at home and getting bored, the library is the place to take them. They have the most jam-packed schedule. I didn't even put everything on here because I try and keep our little cheat sheet to 2 pages. But on Tuesday, June 10th, they have a puppet show at 2 o'clock at the library. But really and truly something almost every day for one age group or another. So that's a good way to take the kids. It's in AC. Who doesn't love that in the summer?
Yeah.
It is free and it's entertainment. So swing by and check that out if you need something for the kids to do that is not outside and not expensive, and it'll keep them entertained.
Right.
Yeah.
Now I'm interested because in my head, I'm like, I wonder if it's the puppets that have the faces or if it's the puppets that are like socks.
I honestly don't know. I'm going to need you to go and report back to us.
I'm going to do that.
All right.
I'm going to go undercover.
All right. We're going to be there to document. I'm going to need someone on my team to take notes that Tuesday, June 10th, we will be there to document you undercover at the puppet show.
Sitting crisscross applesauce. I'll be in the back, so I'm not blocking
I was going to say, blocking the
kids.
view of some kids. Yep. All right. We will report back next episode.
Okay.
All right. Then let's talk about the one that is always almost an instant sellout. The Poetry Slam for Juneteenth. I know.
We only have 5 tables left.
See, this is the first time we're talking about it and already almost sold out.
Tickets for Poetry Night went on sale May 14th, and I got there at 7:30 in the morning because I thought, okay, I'm going to buy another table, because I have more family members that want to come into town this year. The doors usually open, reservations open at 8 o'clock, but they open the doors early for people to start to come in. I'm like, nobody's going to be up this early. I'm going to get there at 7:30. I was number 13.
Oh, wow.
I said, excuse me.
It's no joke. It's no joke.
Number 13 at 7:30 in the morning? What time did y'all get up to get here? I was beside myself. Yeah, so we only have 5 tables left. There's still plenty of individual seating. Those tickets are $20. To purchase a table, which seats 8 and comes with a meal and 2 complimentary bottles of wine, those are $200. Broken down, that's about $25 per person.
Can't beat it.
At all. We're going to have about 8 poets giving their own original pieces. And the theme for this poetry night is Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
So,
y'all,
I'm so excited.
Okay, so I have been to this event. When I say it is the best night of fashion, like, you don't even know. I think you know that I have a good wardrobe or whatever. I try and be cute with my little shoes and stuff. Y'all.
People don't come to play.
No, you don't even know. If you haven't been, you don't even know. These are the most stylish, most incredible outfits ever. I can't even wait to see what Kentucky Derby looks like. It's going to be amazing. If I don't see the most insane hats I've ever seen in my life, I'm going to be disappointed.
I know. The hats, the fascinators,
yes,
the different suits and patterns. Like, a part of me is, do I want to go Pretty Woman with the polka dots? But is that too simple? Is everyone going to have polka dots? Should I do... I'm just beside myself with what I'm going to pull out of my own hat.
Yeah.
Because, of course, you want to up other people. It just becomes a whole thing.
It's incredible. The poetry is incredible, too. I do not mean to diminish the poets at all, because that is next level. As someone who writes, just to see the level of talent in writing and then to be able to perform it and deliver it with such power it just takes your breath away. I could never be a judge at that event ever, because I would seriously be trying to give everybody first place. But I could also never pick a favorite outfit. But it is such a fun night. There is a reason it sells out so fast, because it is the most fun, most stylish place to be. So that is Friday, June 13th at 7 o'clock at the Doyle Center.
At the Doyle Center. And like I said, there's still plenty of individual seating tickets, and those that buy individual seating tickets do have the opportunity to have light bites. There's also a cash bar. So if you don't purchase a table that has complimentary wine, you'll still have the opportunity to get some libations. The poets are judged because it is a competition. First place is $1,000. Wow. Second place is $300. Third place is $200. So they're coming to compete. They're going to come with their own original pieces that they have memorized. They can't have props. It's a whole thing that you do not want to miss. Like we said, the tables sell out quickly because everyone knows that this is an amazing event. You can turn it into a family fun kind of thing. You do need to be 21 and up. Or it can be like a date night. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the most fun you can have. Yeah. And you get a little bit of everything. You get the food, you get the entertainment, almost like performance art, really and truly. It's beyond poetry. You really get like a little bit of all of those elements of like a night out on the town. So yeah, I thought I knew what it was, and then I went, and it exceeded my expectations, which were high as it was. So, yeah, if you haven't been, check it out. If you have been, I know you already have your tickets and tables, so you're like, stop talking about it because I don't want it to be too crowded. But yeah, go get your tickets and table if you haven't already.
And like you said, that is June 13th at the Doyle Center. Doors open at 7 o'clock. And so does the food.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already know I'll be there.
That's all right. Winning the awards.
Or at least trying to. I always think that like, oh, this is the year that I'm going to do it. And then somebody does it bigger and better. And I'm not even mad.
Right.
I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Kudos.
Like, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. And the men, too. Not even just the women.
No.
The men. Which normally I'm like, men's fashion, y'all are so limited, you know? Like, I feel like girls have more fun with fashion, but no, I was wrong. I stand corrected. Let me just put that on the record. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
And then the next morning we have, no, not morning. I say parade. I think morning, but the Juneteenth parade is in the evening.
Yep. We've kind of cooled it down. It starts at 5 o'clock p.m. And so it starts at Texas City High School and comes down Palmer and ends at Bay Street, where there is a big family day in the park where we're going to have a Zydeco band this year.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So excited. I'm so excited. I believe it's Steph Rito, which we've had him and his band before, and so they're coming back, and I'm really looking forward to that. But the parade, it starts at 5 p.m. To be announced. We're gonna have a big announcement about who the parade marshal is. Y'all will be, social media team is gonna announce that soon.
Oh, I don't even know yet, guys. Nope. I can't wait. Now I'm ready to know.
It's a surprise.
Oh man. All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up so I can find out off camera.
Yeah. But it's an early evening parade because, like you said, it's June. It is hot. Yeah. And so many people have had so much fun at poetry night. We need to sleep in just a little bit so then we can get up and then be ready for a full day in the park. Plus, there's a barbecue cook-off. Those people are usually already out in their trailers come 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock and stuff in the morning.
That's serious business.
Yeah, I think it's like chicken, pork, ribs, all those kinds of things. I can never be a judge because you can only be a judge if you eat everything. So
you're missing out.
I know.
Missing out.
I'm like, no bending the rules.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's such a fun day. That's a fun weekend. Like, just keep that weekend clear on your schedule because you're going to want to be hanging with us that weekend.
If there's anyone that wants to be a vendor for the Juneteenth Family Day in the Park, which takes place, like we said, after the parade, it's at Bay Street. We're still looking for food vendors. So if you have like a food truck, ice cream truck, snow cone type thing, you can contact Deja Moore with Recreation and Tourism.
Yes. Side note on that, if you ever see a comment on our social media asking you to be a vendor and contact someone privately, please don't do that. I try and get them as fast as I can, but that will be a scammer 99.9% of the time. So when in doubt, head to our Parks and Rec office or our Parks and Rec activity registration page, and that's where you can almost always find the vendor sign up information. Always contact a city office, an office that you know for a fact is a city department, because we never ever want someone to get taken advantage of, especially through one of our platforms. So just a note, because we have so many events coming up, it is something we will be seeing a lot of, and we do try and catch them as fast as we can. But just in case we miss one, please don't ever sign up to be a vendor online on our social media. All right, what else we got?
No, that was a good note.
It is. It happens. Unfortunately, it happens all of the time. And like I said, we do try and we have a social media policy. We try and catch those comments as quickly as we can, but they slip through sometimes, and it takes us a minute. And unfortunately, sometimes people see the comments before we do, and think that they get excited because our events are so much fun, and they sign up. And so please just don't do that ever. we're working on it. I promise. We are trying every avenue we can to eliminate that problem from happening. But for now, just use caution.
Yeah. Thank you. So after that, back at the library.
I know. We're bouncing back and forth between Juneteenth and the library, back and forth.
They're having Mad Science Color Our World. That's their
the theme this year
for their summer reading program kickoff, and that's Monday, June 16th.
Yep, at 2:00 at the library.
Okay.
So a million years ago, when I used to work at the library as a teenager, we had Mad Science programs. They were probably not nearly this cool, but those were always some of the most popular programs, even back then when dinosaurs roamed the earth. So don't miss that one. I'm imagining that they're probably still among the most popular. So Monday, June 16th at 2:00.
Okay.
Be there for some science and probably some mess if I was guessing. I don't know what they're going to do, but I would imagine it's going to be a little messy.
I would never put like mess and the library together, but Miss Cheryl, our library director, she's really just like expanded what you would think that the library is capable of doing.
Absolutely.
You always think like, oh, library is so quiet, it's just books and that's it. But no, the library is really a resource hub, but it's also fun.
Yeah, they had not too long ago Hannibal Lukumbe playing the trumpet in the lobby, and I mean, it was packed with people. They're gearing up for a true crime presentation. They have business classes there. Their summer reading kickoff program that happens on May 31st. It is messy. Like, we're even telling people wear clothes that you can get messy in because there's a paint catapult there. So yeah, it's not always
they started
quiet.
the trend of having foam.
They did,
and I tell her about that all the time.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you for setting the bar so high.
Yes.
Yeah,
they have some fun stuff happening
they
over
have.
there. Yeah, if you haven't been, go check it out. Cause
keep your eye on that library.
That's right.
Yeah.
They might be slipping under your radar with all these wild activities they got going.
Right.
All right, so now see, we're bouncing right back. Juneteenth.
We're going right back to Juneteenth.
Wrapping it up with our Juneteenth festivities.
Yes. I was going to like try to use a golf pun, but I don't have any.
Come on, talk birdie to me.
Look at you. Good job.
You know I'm always ready with the puns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you're the communications director. So at Bayou Golf Course is our final Juneteenth event. It is our golf tournament. June 17th, tee off time is 1 p.m. You can arrive earlier than that just to get signed in, get your t-shirts and all of those kinds of things. I know there's like 4-man scramble, all of these other kind of words. Please look at the flyer. You can register online. You can contact Deja Moore or Papa Charlie with Recreation and Tourism for more information. It is a competition, so there is like first, second, third, all of those kinds of things. There's food that you can get after hole 8. You have to go 1 through 8, and then you can get food. I know you can see the food after hole 3, but Papa Charlie said that you have to go all the way to 8, and then you can get food.
This is why we're friends, because you were like, I know there's some competitions and there's some things. There's food. I know where the food is.
Food.
It's hole 8.
Yes, it's at hole 8, and it's really good. The menu sounds amazing. It sounds like you're going to be sleepy hole 9 through like 16.
18?
18?
18, right.
I don't know.
Hello, my name is Michael Skiba. I'm the head golf professional at Bayou Golf Course, and there are in fact 18 holes at Bayou Golf Course.
I think
It's not even?
Well, no, not.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, there's not an alligator anymore inside of that water. And the bridge has been fixed.
Yes, the bridge looks good.
The bridge looks really, really good.
Shout out to our crews.
Yeah. Mike Skiba at one of our last commission meetings said something about the greens aerating or something.
Oh, I want you to do all the golf course commercials from now on.
So
Enjoy 16 or some number of holes of great aerated greens.
we're just getting ready to tee off. Yeah. I am going to be driving one of the carts because I'm going to drive you around to do pictures and stuff again.
You were phenomenal at that, honestly. Yeah.
I do know how to go backwards. Remember, were you with me the first year?
Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we went backwards.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do reverse, so I was in areas that we weren't supposed to be. I think driving a golf cart on, but I do know how to go reverse this year. So
all the golfers who are watching this just heard, if you see us on a golf cart, like run the other way.
No, I'm a really good driver this year. I learned better last year, so I'm going to be a phenomenal driver this year, an escort for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
Me too. It was a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Everyone out there is so happy because they're playing golf in the middle of the day.
And I know the last time we went, the weather was perfect. Like the photos almost look photoshopped because it was, and they weren't. They weren't. That's beyond my skill set. I have much more talented people in our group who can do that, but they didn't even need to because it was such a beautiful day. Everything looked picture perfect, and I don't know if the golfer's form was good or not. It looked great to me, but again, I'm about on your level of golf knowledge, so I was like, good job, guys.
Everyone out there is in a good mood. In the meeting, I heard something about mulligans.
Hello, my name is Michael Skiba, and I'm the head golf professional at Bayou Golf Course. And a mulligan is, in fact, when you get a second chance at a bad shot. Please come on out and join us for the Juneteenth golf tournament on June 17th. It's a 1 o'clock shotgun, and it's a 4-man scramble format. Looking forward to see you guys out there. Thanks.
Starting at the yellow for the ladies. I think the guys got to start further back than that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Don't meet me there. Beat me there.
I'm sure everybody who just tuned in at this part is thinking they're watching the Golf Channel right now because of this professional analysis we're giving.
The t-shirts, they're not t-shirts. They're very professional, good quality golf shirts. They're green. I got to choose the color last year. The golf tournament was canceled because of weather, and then we tried to reschedule it, and then it was another bad weather day. And so we had already ordered those shirts, so we're using them for this year, and they're green. And Papa Charlie gave me a pat on the back because he said that they're a very, very nice shirt. You're not going to be able to get a shirt if you don't register your team for the event. And the food is really good too. I helped with that menu, and you'll get it at Hole 8.
That's right.
So
all the priorities. All the golfers watching are like, I haven't had any of my questions answered.
Food,
all the non-golfers are like, maybe I'll show up. This sounds kind of fun.
Food, shirt, the trophy has changed. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be there.
All right. Well, you should
after that
also be at the Hurricane Town Hall for more free food. Well, this, I guess, golf tournament, you have to be registered and playing. The Hurricane Town Hall, we're just going to give it to you. As long as you're one of the first, I think it's 1,000 people.
Oh.
Yes. Free hot dogs, chips, and drinks. That's on Wednesday, June 25th at 5 o'clock at the Doyle Center.
Okay.
So you will hear from meteorologists who are going to give you a hurricane season forecast. You're going to hear from our director of emergency management, who will be telling you all the things you need to know about getting ready for the hurricane season, how to prepare. We have speakers from TxDOT coming to tell you about the evacuation routes. I'm sure there are speakers I am missing, but only because we have such a great lineup and more are getting added constantly. We have, I believe, 16 vendors who are going to have information with different, depending on what your family needs to know, information that can help you in the event of an emergency. Here's the question everybody wants to know. Are we going to have buckets? Yes, we are. Yay, buckets. We're doing it a little bit different this year. So for those of you who have been asking on social media, yes, we are trying to structure it a little bit differently this year. So if you are one of the first, I believe, 200 people, you will get a ticket, which you can redeem at the end of the event. So it is 1 bucket per family. So that way they can go a little bit further. Okay. And then we will have some backpacks after that for anybody who misses the buckets until we run out of those. So the event starts at 5 at the convention center on June 25th, but the doors open at 4:30. So get ready, line up, and get there. Oh,
awesome.
Also, check our social media. If you're watching this on our social media right now, go ahead and check right after you finish this video because it may already be up. We're going to be giving away a 75-inch TV at the Hurricane Workshop or Hurricane Town Hall. But the only way that you can be entered to win is to participate in our social media post where you share a preparedness tip. So you comment a tip. That automatically enters you to win. And then the night of, we're going to draw one live, and you could win a 75-inch flat screen TV.
Nice.
So all the fun giveaways. We also have 4 Astros tickets, a generator, survival backpacks, all the things. Mm-hmm. It's if you leave empty-handed, I don't know. You got there late or something, right? Like yeah. You'll at least get a hot dog or something. Right. The vendor booths, everything. It's really, really good information too, most importantly. So
I always learn something new.
Every year.
I'm really interested in learning about the evacuation route, especially because of all of the new construction and stuff that's taken place. That's really valuable.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, there's always something new every year. I always like to hear the forecast for each season, too, even though I feel like Mother Nature kind of does whatever it's going to do.
She just has an attitude.
Right? Like, you call this a light season, I'll show you. Yeah. But it's always interesting to hear, like, what factors, kind of influence it and everything. So you can join us on June 25th at the Convention Center and hear about all the tips and plans we have in place.
Okay.
And then the next night, June 26th, we have community conversations with Mayor Johnson at 6 o'clock. We're still waiting on the location to be finalized on that one, so stay tuned to our website and social media for the final location on that one. But that's another really good event for information. So if you have questions or you want to hear what's happening, what's coming, everything, Texas City, that's the place to be.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Not only are most of your elected officials in the room, but a lot of your department heads are typically there too. So you can write your question down on a card, or you can come to the microphone and ask your question, and somebody in that room 9.5 out of 10 times has the answer.
Yep.
Or we find the answer before you leave. There's been times where someone had a question and it didn't relate to City of Texas City, but I found the answer on my iPad, I wrote it down, and I handed them where they needed to go before they left. Yeah,
and I love a lot of times you'll see like 3 or 4 different employees like providing the information in to be answered at the same time because everybody genuinely does want to help and provide the information to our community. So it's a really, really good way we've had discussions about really big topics all the way down to things that are maybe a little bit more personalized or individual specific. So if you haven't been to one, they're great events. Really, the community kind of sets the topics, So if you have something you've been curious about, please join us that night. It's a great event.
Right.
And we'll keep you going. We'll keep you going every night that week, just about, because the next night on June 27th, we have a movie in the park at 8 o'clock at Rotary Pavilion. So you can set up your picnic blankets, your chairs, watch a movie under the stars. I don't have the movie yet, but
popcorn is usually provided.
Popcorn is usually provided. So you just, it's like being in a movie theater, but like more legroom. Yeah, and if the breeze is out, it's really nice, like just watch it kind of in the grassy area by Rotary Pavilion, and yeah, can't beat it. It's like I feel like it's like the epitome of like that summer, what you picture in your mind for summer, like just laying down on a picnic blanket, watching a movie with the family.
Yeah, and it's typically like an up-to-date kind of movie. And
yes, yeah. It's
Like you
usually a
said,
newer
it's
release.
free 90 free.
It is free 93. Now, if you're listening to me talk about that one and you're like, yeah, breeze, nothing, I'm not going outside for a movie, that's all right too. Because the next day on June 28th, you can watch a movie in the AC at the library. So at 11 a.m., they're showing a movie. We typically are not allowed to say the name of the movie that they are showing at the movie, but we usually can drop some pretty obvious hints. So check our social media and the libraries, and you can usually piece it together. But that one will be in the AC. So if you're like, no, I need more than a breeze, I need my thermostat set on, like a cool 70 degrees, there's the one for you.
The movies in the library have always been movies that I've never seen before.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So.
And then closing out the month of June, one of our favorites, adaptive recreation. Love. It's indoor sports day at the Sanders Center at 2 o'clock. So for anyone who's not familiar with adaptive recreation, those are programs specifically designed for any member of our community who has any sort of disability or a special need, or maybe just a sensitivity to, sensory components, or maybe just gets like a little overstimulated in a larger crowd, or really it's for anyone and everyone. And they have lots of different stations set up so everybody can really find something where they're most comfortable and what they kind of gravitate to. And it's also free.
Yep. And I love it. Sanders Center just got their AC replaced and stuff too.
They did.
So another event where there is going to be AC and it's indoors. So
I know.
2 o'clock Saturday, June 28th. We've loved all of the adaptive recreation programs personally for, my child that's different abilities, and so we'll be at that one too.
Yeah. I know. I think that's some of the best programming that we do. I really, really think that. The pictures, the videos, everybody looks like they're having the best time every single time. And I really like that our recreation and tourism department kind of goes that extra mile to create so many different stations so that everybody really has something that they're comfortable doing and that they enjoy doing.
Right. And I like that it's good for the individuals too that want to participate, but it's also a fun day for a lot of the caregivers.
Yeah.
Because sometimes being a caregiver of a person with different abilities can be a little isolating. So being in an environment where that other people are going through the same thing, I've seen people be able to build some camaraderie, even if you're just sitting down on a bench watching your loved one play. That's just another time for you to have your own break.
Yeah, I love that.
So these have been really good events.
It probably builds that community too.
Right.
You're with people who understand and who get it and who have walked the same path,
Right.
I love that. I haven't really thought about that.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We got the whole month mapped out for
everybody.
everybody.
Beginning to end, I'm exhausted, but I'm excited.
We haven't even started yet. And I'm like, woo, that was a busy month.
Yep.
All right, so we'll be there. We're hoping that you will be too.
I'm like every single Friday, every single Saturday, some of your Mondays, some of your Tuesdays. City Commission is every first and third Wednesday of every month. It starts at 5 o'clock. It's open to the public.
Yep. And I really and truly didn't pull every library event. So you can find something almost every day of the week going on over there. If our aquatic center is open, I'm not going to even get into the hours because I will make somebody mad, but they are on our website. We will be posting them on social media as well throughout the season. That's a great way to let kids run off some energy or let them burn off some energy and you float in the lazy river and just relax a little bit. So there's lots and lots of fun stuff going on this summer, lots of ways to get out and be part of the community and keep the kids entertained.
Agreed. All of our parks are well maintained. The splash pads are operational. Yeah. There's no excuses. There's no excuses.
No getting bored this summer.
Yeah, there's no getting bored. Texas Entertainment Experiences open and lots of fun. So we're already gearing up to do that. That's here in Texas City. Lurcy's Diner is open for lunch.
Yep.
Rigo's is obviously open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The 6th Street Community Plaza is going to be open this summer.
July 12th.
So
With the Taylor Swift cover band coming. So all you Swifties out there, get ready.
yeah. Nobody, and I mean nobody, should say that they are bored this summer. And if your kid even utters those words, make them sit down in front of the screen and watch this podcast and then tell you what it is that they want to do.
Right, that's right. 3 things. Top 3 things.
Yeah.
Deal.
So until next time, Texas City, thanks for listening. You can catch new episodes on the city's Facebook page, YouTube, or wherever podcasts are streamed. We also launched our new series, Texas City Unsolved, where we partnered with Detective Sergeant Winstead and Mainland Crime Stoppers. Please watch those episodes and engage with them and help us bring justice to those families. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.